5 after 11 exactly, and thank you for joining us. A very warm welcome to you, Professor Mbulelo Dyasi, and you are going to talk to us about being the national convener of men and boys under the banner of Better Men for Tomorrow campaign. Just give us that a full name and explain to us what that means. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm Prof Mbulelo Dyasi. I'm the national convener of Men and Boys Parliament under the banner of Better Men for Tomorrow.
Okay, thank you very much. I see my producer had made a mistake with not separating the words, and I thought, goodness me, that's the first time I'm come across a word like that. I don't even know what it means. So basically, it's Parliament, National Convener for Men and Boys Parliament under the banner of Better Men for Tomorrow campaign. What inspired this men's sector to create the Boys Assembly, and why is it important for boys to have a dedicated platform to speak openly?
I think it's important to explain that this is a collaboration effort. It's different stakeholders in partnership with our government, in particular Department of Social Development at all levels. We all created various campaigns in the past, including Men Championing Change, Boys Championing Change, Better Men for Tomorrow, and we went to Parliament as well to partner with the National Council of Provinces. So government is not alone this time, civil society is not alone, we work together. Hence today we decided to station in the Western Cape, Picketback community since yesterday. Yesterday we had a meeting with parents in this area before meeting boys today, and there were a lot of things that were discussed. Fortunately, in all our initiatives, we call social workers, we call doctors, soldiers were also here from National Defence Force, health, military services. Everybody was here, police were here, parents were crying yesterday that there is a gap between children and their parents. And children are dropping out of school. Some are joining Rastafarianism. They don't want to come to school anymore. So we are also working with a chaplain to ensure that we bring faith leaders, all religions together, encourage them to prioritize education of our children. So it's a very exciting but difficult. Was mobilizing men and boys. It's not a child's play.
How long has this initiative been in operation?
Come again?
How long has this initiative been in operation?
Fortunately, all deputy presidents of these countries are patrons of our programs. We started in 2017, and then in 2018, we appointed then Deputy President David Mabuza. By the way, we started with Ramaphosa as a Deputy President, and he led us through the Tapuane Ime campaign, where we were mobilizing each other as men of South Africa. And then Deputy President Mabuza took over, and he initiated a men's parliament with us. And then we went to the National Council of Provinces in Cape Town to say, can you convene men of South Africa here? Because we believe, I may be wrong, but we believe that men are people of authority. We like authority, we are obsessed with authority. So if you call us in a hotel, we won't implement the resolution. But if you call us in Parliament, we'll take those resolutions very serious, because Parliament is a place of authority. So that is why we appointed all deputy presidents, even the current one, Paul Mashatile is our patron as well, under the leadership of a Betterment for Tomorrow, and NCOP is also still there. This morning, we just appointed Deputy Minister of Defense and Military, General Olomisa, as our patron as well, who are with him here, and he's so excited to work with us. We want people of authority to work with communities, because when they convene communities, they do come. I mean, here, even today, about 500 boys are coming here to listen to General Olomisa, because they are being convened in a place of authority. The speaker of the municipality is also here. So when we mobilize, we know that there are stakeholders that we need to utilize, especially office of the speaker. Hence, we work with the National Assembly here in Cape Town, especially the office of the deputy chairperson of the NCOP.
So, Professor, you indicated that you've brought together 500 boys from local communities. I should imagine that's right across the board. That would include all race groups as well. What do you see as the main challenges regarding this initiative, and what do you hope to address through these conversations? Is it just what happens after today? You have these 500 boys there today. They're going to have very influential speakers talk to them about their futures. What happens after today? Is there some form of follow-up? Is there a program that they can be involved in, so that we will get out of this cohort of 500 boys, there will be better men for tomorrow?
In fact, what we are doing, Boys Assembly is a platform where boys are just coming to ventilate, talk about issues that are affecting them. And stakeholders are here to listen. Even General Olomisa requested them to ask him questions, but there's an issue of language as well. So this area is predominantly Africans. So there is that gap. So they were scared of asking him, when a person is presented or introduced as a general. So I'm sure kids were not free, but there are stakeholders that are here ready to assist. There is also National Defense Force facilitators. There will be commissions. There will be presentations where young boys will be expected to present a report from commissions. And all the stakeholders that are here agreed that we are going to regroup. Fortunately, the Deputy Minister of Social Development is the champion of this program. So it's him who brought us here. So he will make sure that, because remember, government does have resources. In society, we don't. We just avail ourselves. But I'm telling you, after this, there's another platform called, we launched it last year. It's called Boys Parliament. So we combined Boys Parliament and Men's Parliament. And now it's called National Men and Boys Parliament. So from here, they will present these issues in Parliament, in Cape Town. We'll bring them here. We'll bring them there. Because the NCOP agreed that this Parliament must be utilized by public. So we are going to convene from local municipalities, district, metros, and we agreed that if men are meeting without the involvement of a boy child, that event won't be supported. So we're trying to come up with resolutions that are tangible, things that are practical. If a boy child is not involved, we told even the Deputy President that he must not honor such events until a boy child is accommodated, especially for day one, because there is a lot coming out of these boys. You you'll be surprised if you can sit there and listen. Some are even crying that they don't know who their fathers. There is no father figure at home. And at the same time, yesterday, the parents and grandparents were crying that these boys already, at a very early age, are committing crime. So there's a lot that needs to be coordinated as far as this
Okay, Professor, let's go for an ad break. And whilst we're taking the break, we'll ask our producer to try and reconnect with you because the line has become quite indistinct. So please do stay with us, or rather she will indicate to you what's the next step so that we can get a better connection with you.
Thanks so much.
When the perfect blend of stylish decor, exquisite halal cuisine, and warm hospitality come together, it could only mean Albeit Lodge, your true home away from home. Albeit is the ideal heaven for families, business people, and tourists with its 4-star family rooms and other luxurious facilities. Conveniently situated close to Port Elizabeth Airport, the beach, and other amenities, your stay will be truly unforgettable as you'll be taking home lasting memories of the warm hospitality, the serenity and tranquility that Albeit has to offer. For reservations, call 041 583 6415 or visit www.albeitlodge.co.za.
Hey Gulam.
Yeah?
Did I return your lawnmower last month?
No, bye, you didn't.
Oh no. Now what'll I do? I wanted to borrow it again, man.
With Randry Jewelers, you won't have to borrow or lend because the prices are so well trimmed on all gold and diamond jewelry. Alternatively, we could remake your old jewelry into a brilliant new design. Visit Randry Jewelers at 151 Stevens Lamini Road, Musgrave, Durban. Randry Jewelers, the family name you can trust.
Gaza needs your support more than ever. Homes have been shattered and families have lost everything. With your support, our teams are delivering clean water tankers, feeding the hungry, and assisting orphans who have no one left. Let us give Gaza whatever help we can. African Muslims Agency, empowering, educating, inspiring.
Are you banking with convenience, transparency, and flexibility? With Al Barakah Bank's transactional banking account, you can enjoy convenient everyday banking designed around your needs. Benefit from zero fees on point-of-sale transactions and manage your banking easily through Al Barakah's secure mobile banking app and internet banking platform. From everyday payments to managing your personal or business banking, Al Barakah makes banking simple, transparent, and convenient. Visit albarakah.co.za to learn more. Al Barakah, your partner bank. Al Barakah Bank Limited is an authorized financial services and credit provider.
Rejuvenating media day by day. This is Salam Media.
Welcome back. We are talking with Professor Mbulelo Dyasi. We are looking at, obviously, the issue around Better Men for Tomorrow. And Professor is a national convener of Men and Boys Parliament under the banner of Better Men for Tomorrow campaign. So, Professor, you spoke about the Boys Assembly and the involvement they have regarding young men whom hopefully we are going to turn out as better men for tomorrow. How do they actually go about addressing issues such as school dropouts, substance abuse, violence, and risky behavior amongst young men and young boys?
For the first time, when we implement programs like this, where we meet parents and also get feedback from parents, especially trying to understand what is their feeling around the development of a boy child. So having that conversation yesterday, we ended up having a better picture because talking to kids alone is not enough. You must also get the perspective from parents. And parents were very clear that their children are involved in drugs at a very early age because there is no father figure at home. these boys are growing up without their biological fathers, and there's tension, there's no cooperation, and it's like a boy child is growing alone. There's no guidance. So we had that information yesterday, and we were told that, for instance, I'm not here to expose Rastafarians, but some of these kids are dropping out of school and join Rastafarianism, and they are smoking and doing all that. So instead of rebooking children, we are going to meet the faith-based organizations in this area, and we'll bring couplings from military, from communities, and try to workshop faith-based organizations, making them to understand the importance of education and literacy, and allow kids to go back to school. But won't do that forcefully, because will be perceived as people who are targeting religion. But it's important for religion. I mean, you know that religion is a custodian of education literacy. We're shocked that there's a religion that does not allow kids to go to school. Mm-hmm. So we'll be attending those cases, but in a very holistic way, so that we don't burn bridges in the process. Fortunately, as I've indicated earlier, all stakeholders are here and we're interacting, and fortunately, the military health services, they will be here for 6 months. That's the beauty of working with deputy ministers, because deputy ministers, they are practical. Yes, the minister is busy with policy related, but when you convene deputy ministers, it's easy for them to just instruct their departments to support local initiatives. Soldiers are here, are not carrying guns, but they're carrying hope.
Okay. The theme Better Men for Tomorrow focuses on positive masculinity. What does healthy positive masculinity look like for today's young boys?
Complicated as it is, because now when we come to these communities, for instance, with this language barrier, it's very difficult even to explain masculinity in this area. What is it in Afrikaans? But we're also using ourselves as examples. For instance, I grew up, when I grew up at the age of 9 to 11, I was a victim of sexual violence myself. So we use those examples that, look at me, I was a victim at some point, but I'm a family man. There's peace in my life. Going through these difficulties, that does not mean you must now terrorize society. As if it was enough, I went to initiation school. The whole course went wrong. I landed in hospital. As if it was wrong. I mean, as if it was enough, I found myself living with HIV. Sure. But look at me today. I'm still alive. I'm also diabetic. I'm epileptic, and we're sharing these experiences with these kids. And it's amazing when you talk about things that went through. I mean, things that you went through, things that are practical. So instead of coming here, teach people English, we use ourselves. Even the national chairperson, our national chairperson, comrade Byung Kailang, he grew up without his father, and he's our national chairperson. So we're bringing hope to these kids to say, look at us, you know, and we're not rich people who don't have to commit crime. We're living a very simple life. We're volunteers at national level. We're not getting paid for this work. And it's amazing to teach children. So I think moving forward, we need to just inspire confidence and hope to our kids. Even here, you could see that English is not a problem, but confidence is a problem.
Professor, I do salute you, and I'm so sorry that you had such ghastly experiences as a young boy. But look at you today. You are a shining example for the youth of today. May God bless you to continue doing this amazing work that you are doing. And you are right. You don't give up hope despite all of the bad experiences, exploitation you might have had growing up. If you own up to what has happened to you, you can and will turn your life around. So God bless, keep safe. My final message then to you is, what message would you like every boy attending the assembly to take home to his family, his school, and his community?
I realized as I was growing that it was not over. In terms of my life, I had to listen to God. I had to listen to advices. Yes, my father was not there, but there were people out there. There were still men of integrity where I used to go and ask questions. So there are good people in our society. We must associate ourselves with such people. Even to date, I'm grateful of people who took care of me. Though some were abusing me, but there were those who were very genuine and they saw a leader in me. And that's who I am today.
God bless you. Wonderful talking with you. I hope we can talk to you again in a couple of months' time so that you can give us an update on this cohort of boys in the Western Cape and the progress that they are making going forward. Thank you indeed, Professor. God bless. Thank you so much for
Thank you so much,
your input on the show this morning.
Thanks so much.
Have
Thanks
a
for
wonderful
having me.
day.
Thank you.
11:27 exactly. This is the Mid-Morning Show with me, Julie Ali. And next we're going to talk with Mohammed Saifullah Khan. Stay with us.